I would probably feature the brand more prominently. Hilariously, I tweeted this yesterday, basically not saying not to do that, but I would put a logo in here somewhere, just so that people better understand what this is, and they hopefully will have recognized you from before. I'd probably move the text up. I try to generally have the text in the top third. Anything that's really important, any headline, really important things I want to communicate, I want on the top third. I'd probably rather have some more emotional text, the same as I would for prospecting. I'd want to have a more of some sort of either emotional connection or just something to make the viewer care and really say, like, what's in it for me? Sometimes, the discount is that, right? A discount can be oh, that's for me. I'll take that. I want this. And now I'll take that discount. Absolutely. And I like the 20% off shirts that fuel your joy. But I kind of want more context around, like, either who these shirts are for or like what these shirts are about. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how many of these are you running? I guess, like, how many other similar ads like this are you running with, like, different images but same text?
None.
Okay. So that also comes to, like, when I was talking about also like prospecting before, because prospecting would be a larger audience, larger spend, you'd be able to test more, get more data, test more iterations of things. So you can also do that in retargeting too. But like, what I'm trying to say is, like, think about ways that you could just do some small variance testing. Cause like, just going at it with one idea, one image, one text overlay, like you're anytime I throw ads into the system, I expect to fail. So I almost never throw one thing in there. I'll always throw something against it. So one simple thing you could do here is, like, try a tighter crop. Like, that's literally something I will do because it actually does impact performance. The other is just another picture, a totally different picture or a similar picture from the shoot. And the feedback I'd also have is, like, I think this does display the shirt well. I think if I was a climber, I think this image, the image on the shirt, is particularly interesting. I don't know how interesting the scene is. I understand he's putting on rock climbing shoes. I get it. I think, is that it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss some horrible detail. He's like, oh no, he's actually, like, climbing. But like, to me, like, I think it almost is misleading in that, like, it's the action that's happening in this image is him putting on a shoe or taking off a shoe. And I'd rather see him having fun, doing something challenging, doing something that he loves, or being with other people, right? That's what I would want to see more, but either from a retargeting or from a prospecting standpoint. Honestly, like, if this was mine, I would crop this really tight. I would go, I don't know how much this will, I would just do like, but I would just do like that. Like, just basically, like, just the back of the shirt, and just literally, like, cropped right there, and then put and then move the text in, just to, like, really have the shirt front and center. Because I don't know this audience and I don't know this, but, like, if that's something people care about and people, like, find interesting and relevant and would want to rep and support themselves and, like, put themselves in that, I would just want to show that more. So those are just some simple variables I would think about. I can't really roast this ad. But there's nothing bad about it. It does look to me like this is a 4x5 vertical, which I don't think displays properly on Instagram or Facebook. This is an static image, right?
Mm-hmm. It is 4x5.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that will get cropped. Like, where did you get this? Where did you get this screenshot from? This is actually in Instagram, or is this from Ads Manager?
It's from Ads Manager, from the Instagram feed. function. Most of the
Yeah.
people who look at it are in Instagram, which is why I took that screenshot.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, do you have that ads manager open right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do me a huge favor and go to that ad? This is important. I want this on the recording, on the record here, because I do this all the time, and I want you to do this, and I want anyone who's watching this to remember to do this. I want you to let me know when you have that ad pulled up. I don't know if you you don't need to share your screen, but
Okay, yeah, it's here.
okay. So I want you to go preview the ad, and then I want you to there should be like the share links or whatever it is.
Hmm.
So I want you to. I can also share my screen and do this in a second, actually, so anyone watching can see this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do that so people can see what I'm going to tell you to do. Because it is important. Let's just look at this. Let me share this tab 1 second, please. Stop sharing. Share. Let's see if I can. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I do this all the time. So first of all, I don't trust these previews here.
Hmm.
Like they're not always right, especially if you're in draft. If you haven't published yet, that's not always accurate. They're usually pretty accurate, but sometimes they can be wonky. What I would do is definitely go make sure you click this and go look at it. Click the Instagram post with comments. Click the Facebook desktop feed version. Go see it. But really, like my favorite thing to do is I go to this share a link thing, copy
Hmm.
this, open a new tab, and then so now I click this show ad button. The show ad button is now actually going to put this ad in my personal Facebook and Instagram everywhere I'm using it. So I'm going to click that right now. Let's see. And it should, when I do that, it should open my Facebook feed here. So you might see something apologize in advance, but probably nothing weird. Very personal car. And now I can see this ad in my feed here. By the way, that's my dad. That's why I'm showing this
Hmm.
ad. That's my dad. We made an ad. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then you can look on the. So did you do that for yours?
I did, and it looks
Okay.
like on Instagram it's showing the 4x5. On Facebook, it's cropping to square.
That is interesting. Okay. So I'm surprised it's showing it 4x5 on Instagram. Um, I was gonna go show my phone. I'm trying to scroll through my phone to see this ad. That ad for some reason is not loading on my phone right now, which is concerning. Oh, there it is. It showed in stories. So it's like I literally open up the phone. It should be showing in. Oh, it's not showing in. It should be showing in feed. I don't know why it's not showing in feed on my phone. But anyway, that's how I go and test things. So yeah, is it cropped awkwardly, like it's cutting off the text? I bet.
It's actually okay. It's kind
Okay.
of under the text.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's not bad.
Okay. So that was my concern, just from a technical perspective, that it might be getting cut off.
Hmm.
Just when I saw that it's a 4x5 image. So I'm surprised to see a 4x5 image is working in a feed placement anyway. Usually I test static images 1x1 or 9x16, but usually just 1x1. So that's a separate thing. There's probably stuff I've said about that in Foxwell's Slack before. But yeah, was there anything else you want to know in terms of like the copy here? Like the actual text, like long form text you used here?
I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of doing like all the formulaic things that people say to do, like some social proofs, some
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah. I think this is good. I think using long form is good. Filling up these characters is great. If people are gonna like see this image and click to view more of the text, great, fantastic, and you have something here for it. I think this is frequently underutilized. Um, I would also this is the part I'd play with more is that first block of text. Just like I would try and find maybe something more potent to put in the first three words here, whether that's
Mhm.
whether that's maybe one of these reviews, um, I usually, I mean, like, this isn't really a problem solution type thing, but like I would usually try and find, like, I'd love to find a quote from someone that was like, I never felt like a brand really understood my love for climbing. Like, that's what I'd want to have there, right? Like, as a
Mm-hmm.
quote. It's a simple I statement. It's a past tense. Like, it's like a negative past tense, which then the viewer, the reader assumes whatever this is the solution for that. And it's super hyper relevant. Whereas what this says here, at no point, and this is the same feedback I gave you, I think, on your landing page, right? It was like, at no point would someone reading this quickly understand that this is a brand about rock climbing. It says, joy is the best fuel for performance. Dynamite Starfish wants to help you find it again when personal fears and pressures weigh you down. Climbing magazine. It is literally takes me to get to the word climbing magazine to know that this is a brand about and for climbing. And
Mm-hmm.
right, like, that's my problem. I'd really rather you get to the relevance first, so that you're like
Okay.
very specifically targeting with that copy, targeting with the creative. Everything you're doing is building, targeting, like, relevance to the users, which helps you. The more relevant your ads are to your audience, the more the system learns that and optimizes that, and then brings more relevant people and more. It's just like that's what I would try and focus on more. And I think you'll actually see a difference by just changing the first sentence, using a more potent first, more relevant, potent first sentence here.